Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, patch 5.1 is live in the game. I'm going to go through the patch notes. There's some stuff which we kind of already spoke about before, but there's also some new bits in the patch notes which I can actually have a look at now in game, see how they feel, see how they play, and see if they are worthwhile updates. I also know there's going to be champions coming as part of the patch. We've seen in the code some new champion portraits. But it looks like they're going to be a few days away. So maybe they'll drop in line with Diffusion. We will see. But let's get into the update 5.1 and see what's actually landed today. Right then, new update 5.1. So Shadow King's in. These new Chaos Ore is in the game. Let's see if we can get a look at some of that stuff in the game as well. So this update brings a new faction crypt. So Shadow King is live. And some ways to filter your gear. We'll check that out in a minute, along with a bunch of other changes. But the real meat of this update is the artifact rework system. And here's what you need to know. So it's all about the Chaos Ore. Artifacts and accessories can now be reworked. Reworking a piece gear will randomly change all its stats, both primary and substats. You know, potentially transforming a poor artifact into a great one whilst saving you time and energy raiding for new gear. I'm going to lay this out right now. Give us two types, Clarion. Give us two types. One, which changes substats. One, which changes primary stats. Changing the whole piece, it's literally bonkers. It's a terrible idea. It's close to a good idea, but it's actually a terrible idea because you're throwing so much RNG at it. It's kind of bonkers. There are 4 types of Chaos Ore. 6-star Legendary Chaos Ore. Randomly changes a 6-star Legendary, of course. 5-star Legendary. Let me just make sure I get this right then. So randomly changes the stats of rank 6 artifacts or accessories. I like that it's accessories, actually. That could be pretty useful. That's pretty cool. Of legendary rarity or lower. 5-star legendary chaos does the same with 5-star legendary rarity or lower. And then 6-star epic or 5-star epic. Okay, so it's pretty self-explanatory in terms of what they do. The rarity level and rank of any piece of gear will remain the same. That's good. Finally, something that isn't just being thrown to RNG again. After being reworked along with whichever substats. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th position substats. So along with whichever substats have been upgraded along the way. So if you've already rolled 1 roll, 2 rolls, 3 rolls into a piece, that triple roll will stay, but the substats will still change. Okay, so if you've got a quad roll in flat attack on something and the rest of the stats were good and you just got poor rolls, the problem is you'll still have a quad roll, so you're re-rolling a quad roll which could end up being quad crit or quad speed, and you're like, yes, but it also could just throw in flat defense with a worse primary stat. Like, it's just not quite good, the system, but I guess we'll see how it actually plays out. You can get Chaos Ore from tournaments and events. That's cool. As well as limited special offers. Oh, well, thank you. Each artifact or accessory can only be reworked once, and that's it. Again, that's a bit weird. I don't really know why that would be the case. That actually doesn't benefit Plarium or Raid or us. It doesn't really make sense. If you've got a quad roll, let me keep going at it. We've got new filters for gear. We've added rank and rarity filters. Let's see now, like, I mean, for you guys that use the optimizer, you know that the optimizer, we give filters for all sorts. You can literally filter by speed, followed by crit rate, and then show you all of your fast items which have got crit on them. Yeah. So the way this reads to me, and we'll check it out in a minute, rank and rarity, I want to filter by stats, not rank or rarity. That's my view. Anyway, we'll see. After filtering for the gear you want, you can now select tool. I like this. To select everything at once to make things quick and easy to sell. I like that. Do like that. New faction crypt open up. Lydia's been made a bit more challenging to get, but there'll be more rewards in between. Sorry. We knew it was coming. They've given us kind of a fair warning, I guess, but I know people will still be annoyed at this. Changes to these free champions, which I spoke about on a video yesterday. Rotos, can he now solo Scarab Boss? That'd be interesting. Skull Lord. They've done this weird change to Skull Lord. So the passive now, he can now decrease max HP of enemy bosses. Yeah, so that makes him viable for Scarab Boss. That feels like the only reason they've done these changes for Rotos and Skull Lord is to try and make more champions viable for Scarab. It feels like it, unless it's going to be a Hydra thing down the line. But at the moment, that's the only kind of reason I can see these changes make sense. And maybe they thought, or maybe they playtested Skull Lord and seen that he was just way OP for it. So what they've done is they've said instead of the 2.5 change, for Scarab Boss, it's 0.5. So normally his passive is, when he takes a hit, you lose 5% of your enemy max HP. For bosses, he now says 2.5, but for Scarab Boss in particular, it's now 0.5. So if you want to blow up that shield completely, which is a 40% HP shield, I believe, you're going to need to be hit 80 times. I think, am I saying that right? I think that's the right numbers. So I guess I'll play this out and see how this works, but that's the only reason I could possibly see that they'd want to do it. But I can imagine now Skull Lord Vargal regen set with his massive HP pool. Eventually, he just beats up the Scarab Boss. Eventually, he will. He'll break that shield and he'll kill it. So makes him a viable champion now for this, I'm sure. Blood Gorge has got some more speed. I feel like he still needs something else to be really cool, but makes him a bit easier to use. And then other changes and fixes. So 100 more slots to the vault. Goodbye gems and silver. We'll check out how much that is for the next line. But it'll be a lot. Let's be honest. It's going to be a lot. Dramatically overhauled the visual representation of shadows before Fayne's jawline and chin region to be more in line with the true artistic vision. Let's go and check out Fayne in a minute. Fixed a bug that caused cold after magma dragged into place Hex on the team after a champion under Hex was killed. Okay. See if there's anything else that's cool here. Change the XP brew icon to make it different from the XP barrel. I was hoping it's going to be the new update stuff there. Nothing there. Fixed a bug. Blah, blah, blah. Fixed another bug. We've updated the steel descriptions for Demon Lord and Hydra heads to clarify they cannot have their max HP reduced. Okay, so nothing's actually changed there. They've just added something in the tooltip. Nothing different there. I guess that's something to do again with these changes here, but already we couldn't reduce max HP of those bosses. So it doesn't look like there's anything else particularly big in that. Let's go and check out Fayne first. This is the big one. This is the big change of the patch. Did they get Fayne's jawline as they wanted to artistically? Let's just check it out. Damn. Patch 5.1 is a winner. Absolute winner. Look at that. Look at that jawline. Look at that. Even from that side, even from like from the back a little bit. Don't look away, Fayne. Look at that. Beautiful job, Plarium artists, as ever. Good job. Right, let's check out some of these other bits then. So, filtering on artifacts. What's new? Filter, rank and rarity. So, I just want to find 6-star legendary pieces. Hide fully reworked. I won't have any. With speed on it. So, yeah, I mean, it's better than it was. But it's really not what I'm looking for on filters. I'm looking for filtering by stats. Surely. Let me say I want a chest that has got a speed substat and let me order it by my fastest one at the top. That's really, I'm sure that's what everyone else wants, isn't it? Is that not what everyone else wants? The other thing is, which drives me insane, when I close these, right? I've closed these up. which means I want them closed, okay? That's what I want. If I press equipped, why are you forcing them open again? Why? Why are you doing that to me? If I'm right the way down here and I want to look at cruel stuff, and then I'm like, oh no, hold on a minute. Hold on, let me shut them out. If I'm right the way down here and I'm looking at cruel and I'm like, oh no, I need equipped. Why are you opening them all up? I just wanted to see the equipped ones. So this is slightly better than it was. It's still way short, I think. Still way short of where we want it to be. Let's pick out the other bits quickly. Let's check out the Shadow King. Crypts. Doesn't look very open to me. I guess it's due to come in the next day or so. It's not showing as open for me. So nothing new there. I've built out a quick Skull Lord as well in regen gear to have a go at Scarab boss. I'm just going to do it relatively low level. Where have I got open? Level 50 on hard. At the moment, I run Euros. Yeah, I run Euros totally solo. Is the easiest way possibly to beat this boss. If you've got him. Just regen set. And if you want to see that in a video, I can show you that in a video. Let's see if this dude can step up to the plate first. And then we will see if Rotos can as well. Okay, I'm just going to change it to 1x speed. I want to see when we take a hit, how much it actually reduces his shield by. We should retaliate hit here. Actually, we've got shield set on, so we'll be all right. Retaliate hit. Damn, that absolutely KOs his shield. That absolutely annihilates his shield. That is not currently doing... Surely that's not currently doing 0.5%. I would imagine this has got to be bugged right now. Look at his max HP going down. I would suggest it's not going to stay like this, but right now, this dude has become the best way to break this shield by an absolute country mile compared to what we've seen before. Like, forget your Armageddon and Destroy set anymore. This dude will do the job. He is absolutely annihilating that shield. So it feels like that's bugged. Feels like that's bugged. That's not hitting. Let me just see if there's a stat here around what his shield actually is. So you need to break 30% of his max HP to break the shield completely. So that should have been, if it's 0.5 per hit, surely that should have been 60 hits, right? And that felt like that was more like, I don't know, maybe 10 hits or maybe a bit more. But I think it's probably doing maybe the 2.5% or the 5%. Maybe it's doing the 5% actually, or the 2.5%, and they haven't coded it right. But this guy, based on what he's doing right now, absolutely will be able to solo this boss. So that's one. Let's check out Rotos. Right, so Rotos, I've just gone. I've thrown him in a regen set as well. Otherwise, it's not going to be a fair test. I've made him kind of a tanky-ish type of build. So same type of setup. I think that's the only way we're going to get through someone like this. Just without bringing in other people to kind of get the job done. So let's see how he does. Actually, what's nice about a Rotos is he does deal with these annoying mobs who revive. Yeah, he just hits through this stuff with his A3 if he gets the chance. Like here, hit through it, pop, and he would have killed him there if he'd done enough damage. The trouble is that the build I've got him in doesn't do a lot of damage. So obviously, if I was optimizing his gear properly and I wasn't just doing it in a quick kind of video, then we'd be able to deal with that. But let's see how we get on. So it's the A2 which does his HP, max HP ability. Let's just slow it down. See what this does. Pop. Oh, it's a tiny amount of the shield. Tiny amount. Just hit him on auto. I do have him in with a blood shield item, so he can kind of solo it. It looks like now it's possible. Like he will be able to solo this, and he is breaking the shield over time. So again, it looks like basically the two champions they've reworked there are now both like in the solo gang for Scarab Boss, as long as you build them in the right way. Not necessarily quick, but they're in the gang. So there you go, guys. Patch 5.1. Let me know what you think. Are the changes what you were hoping for? Is there anything else that you'd like to kind of share in terms of comments down below? Let me know. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.